Hola pessoal, welcome to Kingdom Influencer. I pray that you guys are doing well. The title of the message today is Your Spouse, Your Boyfriend, Girlfriend, They Will Return. A few days ago, the Lord took me to John 14 from verse 1 to 4. It says, "Do not let your heart be troubled, afraid, or cowardly. Believe confidently in God and trust in Him, having faith on it, relying on it, and keep going. And also believe in me. My Father's house are many. In my Father's house, there are many dwelling places. If it were not so, I would have told you, because I am going to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back again and I will take you to myself, so that where I am, you will also be." Verse 4 says, "And to the place where I am going, you know the way." As soon as the Lord brought the scripture, this passage, to my attention, I was reminded very quickly as well of messages that I have preached and messages that many have preached about a prodigal spouse, a prodigal husband, girlfriend, boyfriend. And when we refer to, or when we use the term prodigal, it's not the actual definition of what a prodigal is, but it is the story behind the prodigal son. Being someone that had left, he told his father that he wanted part of his inheritance, right? And he was ready to live his life in a lavish way, spending and just going all wild. And his father gave him that. So he went and he came back. So when we speak about a prodigal son or a prodigal husband, a prodigal wife, we are speaking about someone that has separated themselves from us, and that God is showing to us that they are coming back, that they have repented, right? And that they have gotten right with God. They have seen where it was that they had messed up. They have reconciled themselves with God, and they are coming back to live the will and purpose of God for their life. So I want to just read to you guys what the Lord has put in my heart concerning this message, concerning the scripture, and that has a lot to do with this title. And this message is confirmation for someone that in their heart they know that whoever has departed from them will come back, because there is the testimony in their spirit. There is the testification, in their spirit. The spirit testifies to what they are sensing, what they are feeling in their heart. This is for someone that knows that God has clearly spoken about a spouse, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a fiance coming back into their life. And I want to start off by reading and saying what it is that I have written here. And it goes a little like this. Right now, in the situation that you find yourself, trust God. Trust in Jesus Christ. Don't allow trouble or worry to take over your heart. Don't allow the fact that they have left or the fact that there is separation make you doubt in what I, God, have told you. All of this is legitimate cause to trouble your heart, but don't allow it. The Father wants you to let go of trouble. The Father wants you not to feel troubled. He wants you to experience not having a troubled heart in what may seem like a troubled situation. The Lord wants you to be at peace. The Lord wants you to experience peace in the midst of calamity. You may feel that the separation, the departure of your spouse, of your loved one, is torture, especially in the season, especially because you know that he or she is the one. You have gotten the confirmation of God, not the confirmation of your emotions, not the confirmation of past experiences, but confirmation from God. But God wants you to be consoled by knowing that what the Lord is saying to you is true. Believe in what he has shown you. Believe that he cares for you, that he wants the best for you, and that this part right now, what you are experiencing right now, what you are living right now, is part of the best. It is part of the process. This is a radical call for you to trust God. This is a moment for you to look at God, for you to look at what He has determined and not what your eyes are seeing, not the emotion or feeling that are being revoked or provoked by what you are feeling, by what is going on around you. Your spouse has left, your partner has left, and this is a call for a time of preparation for them. The preparation isn't only for themselves, but also for them to prepare for you, for them to prepare for your family together, for them to prepare for the purpose, the plan that God has for you both. It's about them getting things in order for what God is about to manifest through both of you guys. When Jesus left, he didn't wonder about life beyond this earth. He knew what was true. He knew that it existed. That's why he could say that there was room for all of us. Your spouse knows of God's plan. The person that seems like they have left you, like they have abandoned you, they know of God's plan. They know that you are the spouse that God has for them. They know that you are both called to do life together, that there is a mandate for both of you guys to do life together. Their spirit testifies to them about this union. He or she discussed this with people in their day-to-day, and this is something that they dream about. And when I say this is something that they dream about, is not a fleshly dream, but it is prophetic dream. It is dreams that come directly from God, and these dreams is what keeps them going. This dream is what keeps them going and keeps them focused, for them not to lose sight of the preparation, for them not to give up on the preparation. I just want to stop there and add on. If we look at the process that the prodigal son went through, for him to realize that he needed to go back to his father's house, what he went through, the things that he landed up eating, his life at that moment was not easy. He had to go through certain things for him to realize, hey, in my father's house, where I was, I lived better, I ate better. Even the servants there are living better, have better conditions than what I have right now. So the process that your spouse, your fiance, your boyfriend, girlfriend is going through right now, you may think that they are living their best life. You may think that, hey, they have gone forth with their life. You know, they are not even struggling. They are not having any problems. They are not having any temptation. I am here to say that they are. It is not easy. But the prophetic dreams, the voice of God, the connection that they have with God in this moment is what is keeping them going, is what is making them not give up. What they are preparing for during this time apart is what you will call a safe place. Whether it's a physical place or them being that safe place for you, it is a place where you can call your dwelling place. It is a place of rest. It is a place of comfort. It is a place that no matter what is going on in this earth, no matter what is going on around the world, you two together, or this place that is being prepared, this physical place, it will be a place of rest. When both of you guys are together, no matter what is going around in the world, no matter what is going on outside, no matter what is going on with your children, there will be comfort, there will be rest. Faith will arise because during this time of preparation, the Spirit of God is taking over. The presence of God is taking over. The presence of God is saturating a physical place if God has called it to be a physical place. The presence of God is saturating your spouse. So that when there is connection between you and this place, you and your spouse, in times of trouble, in times of hardship, there will be peace. There will be rest. You will be able to rest. You'll be able to dwell. You'll be able to dwell in this place. And I want to say to the ladies that are waiting on a spouse that has left, on a partner that has left, he is manning up. He is being transformed to love you as Christ loves the church. As he gets closer to Christ, Christ speaks to him concerning you because he is a man after God's heart. He's aligning himself to God and he is learning to lay down his life. He is putting his flesh to the cross. He is dying to self. He is understanding the true meaning of loving the person that you are. He is understanding the true meaning of loving you even with your flaws. He is understanding the true meaning of looking at you, of having you by his side and looking at you through the eyes of Christ. Even though you have flaws, your flaws do not move him. Your flaws do not shake him. Your flaws do not make him want to give up on you because he is being transformed. He now is being transformed to having the mind of Christ. He is now being transformed to love the same way that Christ loves. So, even with your flaws, that will not move him. That will not make him want to give up on you. Because your flaws actually don't mean anything to him. He looks at you through the eyes of Christ. And when he looks at you, he sees that you are beautiful. He sees that you are worthy. He sees all your good qualities. He sees all the valuable characters that you have. And he knows how to love you. Just like how Christ can love us. And just like how Christ knows to love each and every one of us individually. He is learning how to love you. He is learning how to pour out love to you. He is learning how you need to be treated. He is away, but during this away time, he is learning. And what he is learning is concerning you. Just like how Christ is the groom, your physical groom, your groom in the natural realm is learning a lot from Christ, is learning how to forgive, is learning how to look past mistakes, is learning how to look past our flaws. He's learning how to step out. He's learning how to intercede. He is learning how to be a covering. He's learning how to lay down his life. He is learning of the mantle that he has as a husband. He's learning of his calling as a husband. He is learning of his calling as the head of the house. He is learning that being the head does not mean being a dictator, does not mean that a wife must be a slave to him. He is learning of the importance of having you, the person that God has chosen to be by his side. Love prepares a welcome. Your spouse is preparing a home. Your spouse is preparing a place for you both to come together. He is preparing a reunion for you both. He is preparing and he is being prepared to welcome you. You are soon going to be welcomed. Jesus said that he was going to prepare a place for his bride. So there is a place that is being prepared for you. As he leaves, as he prepares, there is a place, there is a position, there is a role that is being prepared for you, and you will be welcomed to that place, to that role as a woman, to that role as a wife, to that role as a mother, to that role as his helpmate. Your spouse is preparing a place for you. And the way that Jesus loved us so much, and he was confident of the bride's arrival, is the same way that your spouse is confident in your arrival. He has the assurance from God that when God says it is now time, he is trusting God, he is believing God, that when he says it is the right time, the bride will arrive. Jesus could have easily said, Father, I am already here. You see what they are going through. You see how the enemy is coming at them. If I leave, will the enemy not take over? Will the enemy not try and deceive them, convince them, manipulate them to come into the realm of darkness? Jesus could have given 1 million excuses why he shouldn't have left. I can even give excuses and reasons why Jesus shouldn't have left. Jesus, why did you leave? But he was confident. He trusted in the plan of the Father. He trusted in the will of the Father. He knew, if my Father is calling me back, if my Father is saying that I need to go to prepare a place for my bride, then if he's telling me, go prepare a place for your bride, it means that there will be a bride. It means that when I return, I will find the bride. And that's the confidence that your spouse has. So I want to encourage you, do not give up. Do not give up. Because he has left to prepare. He has left under the instruction, has left under the instruction that God has given them. And they are trusting what God is saying. They are trusting what God has put in their heart. And they know that if I am leaving to prepare, then I am coming back to get, to fetch, to be a part or to join with what God has called me to prepare for. So you that's on the other side, don't lose hope, don't give up. The same way that they are trusting trusting for the bride's arrival, you too trust for the groom to come back. We know the story of the 5 wise virgins and the 5 foolish ones. It says that there was a delay. The groom was late. But he still showed up. He still came. God is calling you in this time of you waiting for the return of your groom, for you waiting for the return of your kingdom spouse, to be like the 5 wise virgins. Not the 5 foolish ones, but the 5 wise ones. Be like the 5 wise ones. I read a passage while I was studying the word, and Morris says, Jesus went, and when he went, it was his own planning and initiative. Jesus wasn't taken to the cross. He went. No one took Jesus to the cross. Jesus went. We know that God gives us free will. Even his only beloved Son had free will too. The death of Jesus on the cross teaches us that even though it was thought that the death of Jesus was an unforeseen calamity, it wasn't. It teaches us that it was a path of his own planning. To you, this may seem like an end, but it is the beginning of the mandate of marriage for both of you guys. It's a choice to be chosen, to rather suffer now and enjoy eternity, to rather go through the hard stuff now and enjoy the years to come. Jesus promised to come back, and that those that have heard God concerning their prodigal, the promise is that they will return too. The relationship will happen again. The relationship will be whole again. You too will be reunited again. And to close off here, I just want to say that I once read that the focus of heaven is being united with Jesus, right? Heaven is heaven not because of the streets of gold, the pearly gates, or even the presence of angels, but heaven is heaven because Jesus is there. Heaven wouldn't be heaven if Jesus was not there. There would be no true meaning of heaven if it was just the streets of gold, the pearly gates, or even the presence of angels. Heaven is heaven because that's where Jesus is. And there is more to marriage than just love, sex, money, photos, holidays, or even the kids. I believe that those are complements to marriage. Those complement a marriage. Marriage is who you become one with. And you will never experience marriage to its fullest if it's not with the person that has been ordained for you, or the person that can carry the mental and plan of God with you. If it's not with the person that God has called, if it's not with the person that you can share the same vision, carry out the same vision, carry each other, where you carry him and she carries you. If that isn't part of what constitutes, of what makes a marriage, then I don't know. And your spouse understands that. That's why they have left to come back. They left so that they can return, and they will return. And I want to close off by reading just another thing as well. And it is that we take comfort in knowing that even as He, Jesus, prepares a place for us, Jesus also prepares us for this place. As Jesus had left to prepare us, to prepare a place for us, we, the brides, are here, also being prepared for this place. The work that is being done in your spouse, the preparation that is being done in your spouse, with your spouse, isn't only about Him. He went to prepare a place for you. He went to prepare himself or herself for you. But as they are preparing, there is preparation that is being done in you as well. Do not neglect the preparation. Just because you weren't the one to say, I'm leaving or I have to separate, it does not mean that there is no preparation. You are being preparated as well for the place where you have to go, for the place where you have been ordained. So this is what I wanted to share with you guys. I hope that whoever this word is for, that this serves as confirmation. And something that I have been forgetting, God has been instructing me to ask that you guys like, that you guys share, and I don't know what else. It's subscribe, right? Yeah, I believe it's those three things, but I need to say that right at the beginning. But anyway, just being obedient, and Lord, forgive me if I didn't say it at the time that you wanted me to say. But guys, I pray that whoever this is for, will you receive the word of the Lord, and may it bring extra confirmation. May it remind you of confirmations that the Lord has given you. And one more time, may you like, share, and subscribe, so that if there is anyone out there that is seeking for an answer, may the Lord use this to calm their heart. May the Lord use this to take them out of this place of trouble, of this place of them just feeling unsettled and unsure. This is all from me. Beijo, guys, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye-bye.